Hello, everyone. It's your boy Snazzy. Uh, we are here on this fine night, and we saw something interesting from Rev. I love watching his videos. Um, we saw something from Hololive, right? It's on. It just came out like 4 hours ago from Rev, and it was about some tickets being sold. And quite naturally, when you hear tickets or you hear something like a value like that, and then you think of Hololive, it has to be bad, right? It has to be bad. But it's not from Hololive, obviously, right? Not from Hololive in this case, right? Like it's not the bad thing coming from them, right? Your favorite people, scalpers, obviously, yes, scalpers, right? Your favorite people, people who have to ruin everything, just because they want to make an extra $2,000 by running other people's like pockets. Like it's like the time when I'm pretty sure some of you guys who you buy PlayStation, you buy Xbox every next generation. I was one of them too, right? I got me a Series S here for $100 more than what it's supposed to cost. Yeah, like I was kind of tilted because I was like, dude, like I kind of wanted because like I was gonna get a Series X, but I saw what they were doing with that. And then I felt really bad for all the people who were going for a PlayStation because they're having to pay $1,000 because people wanted a PlayStation more than they wanted a Series X, right? I know some of those people are kicking themselves in the foot since they haven't been getting that many games, especially games that have been good. Um, so I feel like that sucks for them. Yeah, well, let's check this out. Let's just check it out. I think that's enough that can be said there. Let's pull that up. Bink, Rev. Let's like the video because we already know it's going to be a good video. Love watching Rev.
I want to quickly go over some bizarre and somewhat convoluted drama involving Hololive and some of their fan base. So recently, there was an opportunity to get tickets for their upcoming All for One concert. This is for the English side of Hololive. And
Ah,
unfortunately, just like any event with a cap on the number of tickets that can be sold, it has a scalper issue. Now, in case you don't know what a
ah.
scalper is, it's someone who buys tickets in bulk and then resells them for
It's not just tickets. They do it with any type of product. They do it. And I think they did it to. I forgot what that razor item was called. You might remember. I remember. I forgot what it was exactly. I think it was something like dang, I can't remember. I can't remember. I know it was something Razer related, right? Razer the product. Uh, consoles in particular. I remember that obviously because that was 2020. Uh, anything if there's a high demand for it, they'll scalp it. They'll scalp it 100%. Like I'm pretty sure even the scalpers do GPUs whenever a new one comes out. They'll buy it and then they'll try to sell it for triple the price than what it's actually worth. Right? Right? I'm pretty sure they're doing it with Nintendo right now. Right? Even though Nintendo's flopping anyway, unfortunately, with their
a
Switch.
very higher price. Obviously, to make a financial profit on this, everyone hates scalpers, and unfortunately, they affect pretty much anything, whether it's like
Yep.
sporting events, concerts. We even saw it recently with some Vtuber meet and greets at places like Offkai. And
I did not know that. That's crazy. Damn. You know what? Yeah, it makes me. I don't feel sorry for scalpers when they buy, like when they did that with the consoles in particular. I laughed when they had like extra ones left over and people were not buying them from them. So they had just a large inventory of consoles that they bought in hopes of people still wanting to buy them at the price, but it's like they can't do it. They have to sell them from less the price just so that they can get their money back. So I don't feel bad for scalpers, right? Whenever they do that, right? They deserve it.
unfortunately, this concert with Hololive is no different. And you can see some of the Hololive talents like Maury and Kiara reacting to this, basically saying don't buy someone who is scalping tickets, and also Kiara just saying fuck scalpers. Very to the point. Now another
Yeah.
person, Bales here,
Bells. Yeah.
would have some things to say about scalpers, and lo and behold, it's not positive. In this clip, to sum it up, she talks about how she's pissed at scalpers and basically says they deserve the worst, and can't help but agree with that. Now, this post would get a lot of attention. Millions.
Yeah, I would say they deserve the worst too, right? If you buy all those tickets, guess what? Guess what? No one, if no one buys them, I'm gonna laugh at you. And actually, you shouldn't buy them from them. Just wait for, Hololive to sell more tickets, right? They'll sell more, right?
Of views and a lot of interaction where basically it was discovered that a portion of the Hololive All for One concert tickets were gone swiftly because of a Bales fan Discord organizing a massive buyout for themselves. And throughout this, there's going to be kind of a debate in the comments here about whether or not this is actually scalping or it's something different. Personally, I think it's easier just to call it hoarding, like they're hoarding tickets for themselves.
Yeah.
But let's read what's going on in this fan Discord. So they say this: I'm incredibly proud of our Brats, that's the name of her fan base, for pulling off this massive achievement. Honestly, after yesterday's result, my confidence dropped quite a bit. My initial expectation was 200 tickets at most. Then after Friday, I thought we'd be extremely lucky if we even got up to 100. So getting to this 450 tickets is huge, and it's all thanks to everyone who pulled through. The fact that we had so many people open up their wallets and buy over $1,000 worth of tickets just to sell them.
$1,000 of tickets, bro. Damn. So them tickets, oh man, they're gonna be triple that, bro. Oh fuck. That is crazy. I hope no one buys them. I hope no one buys them from these scalpers, damn it. I really hope, because that's gonna hurt their pockets if no one buys them.
Back to Brats at cost is incredible. This selflessness is what us Brats in this community is all about. I bet they would be proud of us if she ever hears about this down the line, because I know I am. That would age horribly. Today is a day to celebrate. Pat yourselves on the back for contributing to the war effort. We'll party even harder during ANYC weekend, because this is a massive Brats W. For Brats who need tickets, if you don't have a ticket or still have spare tickets on you that you didn't report, please go to this section here and yada, yada, yada. And you can see it's like the effort itself.
The effort, the dedication, the sheer organization of all this, and a group of people collectively agreeing to do this. That's insane. Okay. I can't, like, dude, that's insane. That's ridiculous. Like, damn, he got whoever is the leader of this whole thing. Like, I'm amazed. Okay. I'm shocked that this person got whoever's in this Discord to buy $1,000 tickets, by the way. $1,000 tickets. And who knows? They probably bought more than like 3 or 4 tickets. And they're trying to turn. I hate scalpers, right? I hate scalpers. Like, dude, that's so fucking scummy. It's so scummy.
They're trying to go around scalpers. They're trying to beat scalpers to the punch by buying out the tickets themselves.
Wait, so they're competing with the scalp? What? wait. Wait, so they're trying to compete against the scalpers? What? Okay.
Themselves, hoarding them and then giving them back to people who want to go to the concert at the price they were listed. So they're not trying to make a profit, but they're taking tickets away from the general group of people interested in attending this concert. And we'll explain why this becomes such a problem in just a second. But one of the bigger problems with this is the optics of the people celebrating this in this fan Discord. Here's some of the interactions, right? Keep the topic on planning and getting Brats up to date with info. We don't care about crash outs. In fact, we want more people effed from this because it means we have better chances. True. Remember, this is war. Play to win. Very true. Other Hololive fans are brothers and sisters, but if there's one cookie or french fry left, you bet your ass we're eating it. On the plus side, we don't have to fight chumbuds, saplings, humans, or teammates for tickets this year. Which, by the way, in case you don't know, those are the fan bases of now graduated talents from that company. That's a pretty mean thing to say. But then they say down here, doesn't matter. We beat them last year. We got that brat hype train. New York City is Rat City, MFers. Yeah, this wouldn't go over well because that sort of sets of attitude like we're gonna win. This is a battle. This is war.
This is
Who
a
cares
war.
what happens to the people who don't get tickets who are also Hololive fans? And this is where things start getting kind of messy. So basically, they say there's a lot of conditions, right? They talk about having an overwhelming victory, obtaining 450 tickets, and they say for brats who need tickets, if you don't have a ticket or have spare tickets, go to here. And there's a sort of lottery prize that they're also doing. But this is the one that's crazy. So they have a priority system for the ticket redistribution. Number one, this is an order of importance and value. Brats involved in the War Room Discord who were able to buy tickets. Brats involved in the War Room who
I like how we're referring to it as the war room. Like, what the frick?
were not able to buy tickets. Then brats in that server. Brats in other servers. Then Hololive fans. So you have to go through 4 layers of being involved in this Bales fan Discord before you have a chance. If you're just a regular Hololive fan. Do you see why people think this is a bit ridiculous? It's literally hoarding. They're just hoarding it for their community.
Yeah.
This add up to a pretty decent
Yeah,
percentage
this is
of
just hoarding. This is not This is not scalping. Yeah, this group is not scalping. This group is hoarding for their community, which is not as bad as scalp. It's still bad. That's the thing. It's still bad. And then to add on to that, the layering of the requirements to getting a ticket. If you're outside of, I guess you're not that much of a fan of Bells, but you wanted to go watch it, like she's probably not your favorite, but you do like her, you're more likely not going to get one until the very end. That sucks for anyone who probably was interested in going. Yeah.
the total tickets. So if you're a regular Hololive fan, like this sucks for you.
Yeah.
Also, this assumes you have a Discord account and you can go and try to figure all this stuff out to get a ticket, whether you're a brat or just a regular Hololive fan. This whole thing really was a mess. And this sort of clip we're gonna watch here is pretty messy, to say the least, because she initially sees a message about someone sharing that, hey, the Brats secured a bunch of tickets, and she's very excited. Obviously, she's thinking like, oh, well, a lot of people in my fan base got tickets to the concert. Isn't that great? But then you can see her in real time realize the context. You can like see her scrolling through probably what we just read, or someone sharing the message and being like, oh. And having to basically say, do not create problems for our community that will make us look bad, or that will cause tension with other people in the company, you know, interpersonally. Just not a good look.
Oh! Congratulations. I'm so proud. Team effort, team effort.
I mean, and then like you have to think about it later on, like in the sense for like any other like Hololiver, right? For any of the other VTubers within Hololive, like it would what's the word? I literally had a brain fart. I'm sorry. It will cause other people who are fans of their favorite Hololiver to do the exact same thing, and you kind of don't want that towards like, okay, the regular Hololive fan won't be able to just, buy a ticket. Essentially, the fan base of who are extreme fans of that VTuber will buy out all the tickets before any regular person could probably even get one. All right. So it's like you kind of don't want this problem, especially within within your community and between other Hololivers.
Hmm? Oh.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Hmm. I'm just gonna say, it's good to be excited, but please remember to be kind. And remember to always think of others
Yeah.
as well. I'm just gonna say it like that. And I haven't seen anything because I was streaming 3 times yesterday, but that's not really an excuse. So without information, that's all I'm gonna say. Please remember to be kind.
Yeah, the fact that anyone else is not gonna be able to get a ticket just because they're not a brat is kind of sucks. Just because they're not a brat. Yeah, that sucks.
And just be wary of how your actions may affect and reflect other people.
Yeah, remember when they said she would be proud of them? That aged poorly.
Yeah, that
Obviously,
aged
you can
poorly.
tell she's a very nice person, and she's trying to handle this in the most positive and non-confrontational way
Yeah.
possible. But clearly, she was disappointed at
Yeah.
what happened.
Yeah, she was very disappointed, very obviously, when she said like her happy, like her enjoyment was just stripped away from her. Like once she realized that, oh, that's not good. Like that sucks.
And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. The people in charge of that campaign, the main person would apologize, but only after all of this backlash. But that is something to note. But overall, very messy situation. Scalping is a giant problem, and people do that. They're the worst.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean you should hoard tickets and basically do an adjacent form of what they're doing, just not for a profit, where people who are interested don't get the opportunity. And I'll also note that I know someone who is a general Hololive fan who was able to get one of the tickets that they are now redistributing at the original price. So people outside of just the server there are getting tickets. So that's good to note. At least they're trying to fix this mess. But yeah, that's really all I got for this.
Yeah, that sucks. Let me know how you feel about this one, guys. It's a messy situation, as he said. Very messy. It takes the enjoyment out of it for her, and probably for some of the other genuine fans that definitely want to go for sure. Yeah, that that sucks. Feel All right, we gotta hate the scalpers, but hoarding tickets is not good either. Like if they were actually like just distributing them, like I guess distributing them out to Hololive fans, that would be okay. But that's not what they were doing. So, like, yeah, no. We'll leave it at that. Leave a like, share. We're at 90 subs. I really appreciate you all. I love you all. I just gotta let you guys know that, obviously. But thank you. I really appreciate it, guys. We'll keep up with the uploading. We might start streaming on here also. So stay tuned to that. I do got a collab very soon. Subathon that I was gonna do with another friend. Yeah. Stay good, everyone. Stay safe. later.